All right, and 365 Days of Horsemanship, day 363. So I kind of want to just talk about 2 days in one, really. Yesterday I managed to come up in the evening after work, which was really nice. It was dark already, but I was really just happy to want to come and do like a dark session. Definitely I could really recognize the limitations, particularly with Mia, because with Lawrence, I am looking for those category changes now because he's really good at the small focus changes. It's possible to work with him in the dark because the category changes are much more obvious and I can sort of work like within my skill level to notice those bigger changes. Whereas with Mia in the dark, it's hard to see her eyes and her ears and, the subtle little shifts. And so that's quite tricky, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Like I was thinking yesterday about how actually with Mia and I think I'm really in a place where from the freedom-based perspective of things, I can really see clearly now, like what point in the relationship we are. And I think that's something that really makes me appreciate my relationship with Lawrence and how that is, because I think it's easy to focus on the goals and what needs to improve and where we want to be. But I think having the contrast between like what I can do in the dark with Lawrence and what I can do in the dark with Mia just really makes me like understand and appreciate how much deeper and stronger the relationship and the connection is between Lawrence and I, because like we're just solidly in a place where we have like a bunch of stuff that we could do in the dark. Whereas with Mia, it's like the reality is actually where we're at is that we need to work on the walking practice, and we need to just work on getting those category changes, and that's going to be a much more patient process. It was kind of nice to feel that. It was kind of reassuring. I think it's like, that's the benefit of once you have like progressed a certain amount in a training program. If you go back and then like do that same program with a different horse, you have a much clearer like mental map of where you are. And like I find it much easier to place myself like with Mia than I do with Lawrence, because with Lawrence it's like new horizons all the time, right? And it certainly is with Mia too, to an extent, but with the freedom-based training stuff, definitely Lawrence and I have a lot more money in our relationship bank account than Mia and I do. And I think Mia and I have an interesting relationship because I think innately we find it easier to get along. So, and also I think, I've trained my timing with Lawrence, my feel and timing with Lawrence, and so Mia is kind of reaping the benefits of having a more competent me as well. And that definitely helps. But yeah, it's really nice. Like I feel happy, I feel motivated to continue to work on these things over the winter. Definitely I kind of learning more and more how to really desire to be there. And I think like this project has been so amazing for kind of getting me into that mindset where I was really like pushing through every boundary and every barrier and like forcing myself to be here every single day for like so much of this project. And I'm really actually pleased that I have kind of like broken the rules a little bit and allowed myself to have days off now every week where I say, do you know what, I worked 12 hours today, I did this, I did that, I'm going to end up with 15 minutes up there. I'm going to take that time for myself and take care of myself. I'm really proud of myself for recognizing that that lesson has been learned and it's time to learn another one. And I think it's really helped me to take those lessons on as far as I can. And I definitely want to continue working towards being super consistent. But now it's like I'm in a place where it's really important to me to have that desire and that curiosity and that excitement to be here, and rather than kind of being here because I told myself I would, and kind of showing up with whatever I've got and trying to make it work. And instead actually like it's been really exciting sort of the last probably 3 or 4 months, really watching my motivation and desire grow over time and watching myself become more consistent and watching myself like, yesterday I didn't come up because of this project. I didn't come up because I had to. I didn't come up because I needed to make a vlog. Like, I came up, you know, after dark, after a 10-hour shift, because I really wanted to come. I really wanted to come and just spend some time, do some work, practice some exercises, and just spend time and just be together and like feel that connection and just appreciate that connection. And so that was really just wonderful and beautiful and magical. And I'm really excited that that's the trajectory that I'm kind of on with myself. And yeah, just super exciting to see how the horses are blossoming. Today has been an interesting day. Lawrence had a colic scare, which was super stressful. I'm pretty sure he's over it now. He's obviously been checked like a million times today. It seemed to self-resolve like within, 20 minutes, and the vet came, and by the time the vet got there, he was fine. But he's had all the medications anyway, and everything, which is super good. And he seems okay in himself now. Like, when I saw him earlier today, just afterwards, he was still like a little bit stressed. Like, I did a little like freedom-based conversationing with him. He wasn't really like super open, about what had happened to him. He was quite like shut down, like, I just need to like eat and like walk. And so we did a little bit of that. And then when I came back this evening after work, he seems much more himself. He definitely, towards the end, I just spent 5 minutes with him while he was just processing some thoughts. And I would have loved to stay a little bit longer, but it's coming up on midnight now. And so I just need to take care of myself as well. But I'm really happy to see that he is feeling much more himself. Like, his energy felt a lot more open and relaxed, when I came up just this evening. And so I think that, we got lucky, whatever it was. If it was colic, the vet isn't convinced that it was colic, but I don't know what else it could be. It certainly looked like colic to everybody else. Then whatever it is seems to have passed. But obviously it's that moment of like reckoning where you're like, oh God, is it today? Like, is today the day I'm going to have to make that decision? And just really appreciative of Lawrence's presence in my life and the relationship that we have. And, really kind of, I was so grateful yesterday, really actively reflecting on how amazing it is, like, to have this beautiful relationship with him and how far we've come. And then kind of today to feel like that relationship was somehow in danger. I just think it's been like a very, very intense couple of days in terms of like kind of reminding me to really be grateful for what we have and what we've achieved. And just really bring that gratitude. Like, I remember watching Frederick Pignon at a clinic here at the Horsemanship Hub Centre a couple of years ago. And I remember just thinking like his energy is so welcoming and all-encompassing. And when a horse like steps inside his bubble, they are completely like ensconced in this feeling that he just provides them, that they're wonderful and that he's so proud of them and that they're beautiful and that they're doing such a wonderful job, and he's so thrilled with everything they're doing. And he, I remember him talking about how important it is for our horses to feel loved and to feel appreciated and to feel positive around us. And I think, these last couple of days have just really reminded me of the importance of that. And I'm really looking forward. The next couple of days I've got some little windows in the daytime, so I'm really looking forward to spending some time with both of them. Mia had another abscess released by the farrier today in the same foot, so that's really good news actually, because I was worried yesterday that she was getting a little worse, but she had the farrier today and he did a much better job than I did of getting everything that was in there out of her foot, which is super. And yeah, so that's really good. So we're going to be poulticing for a few more days with her, which is fine. Give us the opportunity to just hang out, spend some time together. And it'll also give me the opportunity to enjoy some time with Lawrence. And I think that's going to be really lovely for both of us. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next couple days, rounding off this project. And then there's a lot of exciting stuff happening this month. Horsemanship Showcase is in like 2.5 weeks. I've got some content coming out regarding that. I've got a book review coming out. I've got another book review already written that's waiting to come out. So yeah, I'm really excited to have like so many things just kind of going on, and I'm excited kind of for where this horseman's log is going, and the trajectory of everything after this project finishes. And yeah, just super grateful today for what I have.